Hey everyone, Dan Saavedra here from MergeYourData. 2024 has been a rough year for a lot of B2B companies. Maybe you've seen pipeline not grow as fast as you had hoped. Maybe sales cycle lengths are getting a little bit longer. And then some companies are even seeing revenue decline. And so today I want to go into 3 types of CRM workflows that you can use to identify 10 new opportunities in a very short amount of time here using data that's already inside of your CRM. It's 3 types of workflows that we use as part of our Wholesome Precision Signal Strategy that we use with clients to get them a 15% revenue boost in 6 months or less. And so let's get into it. This is day 50 of 90 of the YouTube sprint on signal analytics, and I'm excited to share these 3 types of workflows with y'all. So before we get into it, I just want to show some client results from using these workflows along with the entire precision signal strategy that we implement. Number 1 is the marketing agency that we worked with. We started with them in the beginning of 2023. You can see in 2024 here that they have increased their gross volume by 50% compared to last year. And then their net volume up by 57%. So they're having less refunds as well. This SaaS startup that we worked with, we started with them, launched in Q4 of 2023. And by Q1 of 2024, you can see that they almost doubled their monthly recurring revenue here. It went from 1.9 million to 3.7 million, and then it tapered off here. You can see that we unlock revenue opportunities that were already there because the impact is immediate, right? And then this is from a low ticket client. This was actually D2C, direct to consumer. We don't usually work with companies like that, but for this situation we did. And this is a total contacts that they had that were customers. And you can see that it was declining here each month. And when we got in, we deployed signal analytics. You can see that immediately they had a spike there in total number of customers, and that maintained up through August when the screenshot was taken. So we launched there in March of 2024. You can see the immediate growth. And then here we have another agency that we worked with. On the left is the number of won deals. We deployed signal analytics, and in the quarter following, you had a increase from 700 to 1,000 won deals. And then you can see here that actually turned into good recurring revenue. We went from 580,000. And then by the time we were here, this is $1 million in revenue per month and growing. So you can see that this stuff works, what I'm about to show you. So let's get right into it. There are prerequisites to these. Number 1, you must be using life cycle stages inside of HubSpot or whatever the equivalent fields are inside of your CRM. If you're not using them, this is going to be very difficult to do. 2, data has to be accurate. A lot of people struggle with data quality, something that we tackle in our services up front so that we can start off on a good foundation, but you got to have that. 3, you cannot be deleting deals when they're lost. So some people have this habit of deals that were lost even a year ago, more than a year ago, whatever it is, they're deleting them, but you cannot delete them. You have to keep them in your CRM. It gives you context. It gives you an advantage in the sales process because it makes you more relevant when you meet with these prospects. Again, close rates are usually higher if you keep those lost deals in there so you can use them at future times. You need to also have an okay volume of deals to make this useful. If you're only doing 2 or 3 deals a month, this probably won't get you too much leverage, but who knows, maybe it will. It's worth it to try it, right? If you're going to just build it out for yourself real quickly, then you can do that. But you should have a good amount of deals. The more deals, the better. You'll have more opportunities by using these 3 types of workflows. Last but not least, there is some wiggle room. You can build this in any CRM if they have the equivalent functionality. So it's not just HubSpot here, but HubSpot is what we're going to be talking about specifically. It's just the reference that we're using because that's what we typically work. And so let's get into it. Workflow number 1 is going to be re-engaging idle prospects. So these are leads sitting in a non-customer lifecycle stage for over 180 days. Now, keep in mind that if your sales cycle is very long, let's say you're an enterprise, 180 days might not be enough. And so you might have to refine this a little bit. You have to understand your sales cycle length to see if this is relevant. For a lot of our clients, they're looking at 20 to 30 day cycles for their deals or less. And so 180 days is plenty of time. And if leads have been sitting in there for a long time, you've let them cool off a little bit. Now it's time to reopen the conversation. You can send them extra value. You can send them a new case study that you completed that's relevant to them, or you can just reach out as a human being, see how things are going, keep that relationship alive and keep nurturing it. We see a lot of success with this. Most people ignore this, right? But that's the nature of sales, right? If 60% of people ignore you, but 40% respond, that's actually really good, right? So what you want to do is just be a human, provide value, reach back out, make it relevant, make it contextual. We see a lot of success with re-engaging prospects that went cold otherwise. Sometimes things change. You might not have the signal data, and we're all about data, but you might not have the signal data that something has changed. So it never hurts to just keep that relationship alive, especially in an automated way. Workflow number 2, automatic expansion conversations. This one is often overlooked by people, especially if you're not tracking your success rates with your clients. But what we do is we have customers segmented out. So when it's been 6 months since they started working with our clients or with us, we're going to see what their results are because we capture that in the CRM. We see whether or not they have positive results and what those positive results were. And what we're going to do is we're going to send out an automated email saying, hey, it's been 6 months. We've been working together, blah, blah, blah. These are the results, whatever, right? And then we're also going to assign a task to the account manager. Hopefully you're having regular calls with your client, but for that account manager, they're going to have to discuss the results explicitly with the client. Put it in front of their face, say, this is the gains that you got. This is the results that you got from using our product or service. These are the other pain points that we learned about during these 6 months. And this is when you go into the expansion conversation. Hopefully you have expansion pathways that you can take. If you don't, it's still good to push these results in front of your clients so they know the value of working together. It helps with retention. It helps getting reviews. And so there's a lot of ways you can spin this. This has been a great opportunity for a lot of our clients just because it's easier to expand on a landed client than it is to close new clients. So that's what this workflow does. It's a big winner for us. Workflow number 3. Oh no, it looks like I forgot the second bullet point. I could have sworn I did that, but workflow number 3 is close lost contacts that are re-engaging. So these are leads with a deal lost more than 180 days ago. And with these leads, if they've been dead for more than 180 days, not the leads themselves, that was very bad phrasing, but if the deals have been dead for more than 180 days, we know that it's cooled off. So basically we set it for contacts with lost deals of more than 180 days ago. We know they're nice and cold. But then what we do is we look for signals that they are showing some type of re-engagement. And so that's what the second bullet was. It was signals that they are maybe interested in having a conversation again. Something has changed in their organization, whatever it may be. And so the signals that we look for are page views, especially high intent page views, old sales email open dates and click dates, ad interactions, and then we use third-party tools for stuff like leadership changes and other types of signals. So if you're feeding this using a workflow to the original contact owner, the closer associated with the deal tied to that contact, then you can bring this back up to your sales team's surface level so that they're aware that someone that they were working with before actually might be interested in working together. Just send a note to reconnect, ask them if things have changed, ask them how things are going. And we see a really high success rate with these types of opportunities because you have the relationship, you went through the whole process, you end up losing the deals, but these people are re-engaging for some reason. So that's workflow number 3. It's a great one that we like to use with our clients. And it's one that I highly suggest you to try to implement in your own organization. So overall, these 3 types of workflows are actually part of our precision signal strategy that we use to get even more opportunities than the 10 that we just talked about. It's actually a way that we grow our clients' revenue by 15% or more in 6 months. And it's by using this flywheel of signals, the CRM, and action all together there. We get this flowing, and then you see additional opportunities pop up using the existing data inside of your CRM. So it's not just pushing more leads through the top of the funnel. It's actually taking advantage of what's already in there and what you've already paid for and worked very hard to get. So it's our approach of creating specific data signals inside your CRM that increase conversion rates, the number of opportunities, and lifetime value of your prospects. And so this is how we get those 10 to 15 additional opportunities. As mentioned, more than 30 different approaches are included in this precision signal strategy that get results. So it's not just using these simple workflows. There's other types of integrations, calculations, and analysis that goes on to see exactly where the gaps are. There's different levers that you can pull to get the results, right? So we're looking for those 20% of signals that produce 80% of results so we can really leverage what works. It's proven to lift revenue 15% or more in 6 months, like I said. It's repeatable, scientific, and data-driven. We do it over and over again. I'm going to show you 2 more screenshots here because we already showed the ones before, but there's more examples of why this works, and you can see how it works. This is a manufacturer that we worked with. We started this strategy here at the beginning of 2022, and then you can see that immediately there are more closed won revenue in their CRM. You can see that it keeps growing rapidly because we're taking advantage of the data that we have. We're honing in on what works and what doesn't work. And so we break out of this stagnant period here. Next, we have another B2B marketing agency. You can see here, we implemented this precision signal strategy. These are the number of won deals by quarter. And so right after, you can see that they doubled their number of won deals by quarter, right? And so clearly there was a bunch of opportunity there that was getting lost in the CRM. Sales was missing these opportunities just because data wasn't correct. They didn't know where to look for the highest converting prospects, but now they could. So hopefully you found these 3 types of workflows in your CRM useful. Implement these today and you'll discover new opportunities that are already there, already in your CRM. Now, if you want to get the rest of this precision signal strategy, the 30 plus different ways that we actually drive this growth in revenue consistently, then go to our website, MergeYourData.com, or there is a booking link in the description of the video. So make sure to go book that. You'll be talking to me. We're still a small business. We like working intimately with clients and getting these results because we guarantee it. And so I'm involved in this process from day one. I look forward to meeting with you all, and thanks for watching this video.